Hi guys, hello, hi, hey, yeah, hey. Okay, welcome to an amazing episode of the Let's Get Sober podcast. You're here with your host doing the best. I'm gonna Manze, welcome back, manze. It's been a long while. Fudge. Funny fact, I've started recording this at exactly 6 p.m. 6 a.m., 6 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 a.m. Otherwise, how have you been? Hope you guys have been good. Manze, even I'm not even going to post. Just going to post this on Apple Spotify. And I'm not even going to even share it. I'm not even going to market it or anything. Whoever will get to listen to this, uh, well and good. Yeah, manze, I've just sat. I'm bored at home, doing nothing, listening to touching grass. Funny fact, I'm listening to a radio station. I still love radio. That's why I do podcasting. I love radio. So right now I'm listening to a local radio station. Manze, ni kama status. It's like an update of my life. Right now I'm listening to a radio station. I'm listening to Radio Jambo station ya wa Kenya, something like that. Funny fact, I don't know. I've listened for it. I've listened to, for it. I've listened to it like for like an hour or so. I'm at 2 hours. Is it 2 hours? And the number of advertisements. I don't know why people are saying radio is dead. The number of stories that I'm listening to it, don't like listen to what people are saying, like ground and stuff, like how life is. Watu wanapenda hii radio station for real. People love this radio station. That's why it has a lot of advertisements. A lot of whatever are using it to pass the message that they have. A lot of big companies are using it to pass it to maybe the small people or something like that. Yeah, but I think it has a very wide listenership, and it is playing some very good reggae music. I love reggae music. Learn reggae too. It's playing some very good reggae music. Yeah. Then after this, I've also planned to listen to it's called what to Capital FM. Whereby I think I have a show that I love by the lovely One Love. Okay, but that's a good rhyme. Yeah, by the lovely One Love. So I listen to it today. I wanted just to talk about September inaisha by the way. Fuck. I was supposed to do a recap of how the games at Chanwa. I attended most of them. All the Kenyan games I was able to either go, if not go, live to the stadium, watch it at a watch party place, like I call watch parties. Yeah. So first of all, I know I'm late, very late. Joke ni mbaya, inaweza kuwa sensitive. So like but I know I'm late. But I enjoyed. I enjoyed. It was a very good. It was a ilikuwa different experience which I loved. Manze, I watching the game live now has changed even my perspective. I don't think I can watch a Kenyan game like on television once again. If there's a game, if I can be able to go and watch it live, I don't think I can be able to watch it on television again on TV. I think I must stream it. Because that's a very good experience. I had a lot of fun. I had my friend, my good friend, Sa Ogola. But check it out, check him out. Once has whatever a podcast called Vibe by Ad podcast. It's a sports podcast, a football Kenyan podcast. He also has a blog. It's called the Kenyan Football Lens, whereby he posts things about football. Go read, manze. Go give it a read. And if also you're a very big fan of the Kenyan football and you love and support Kenyan football, hit me up. I add you to a group where we do such things. Like we discuss Kenyan football, we plan Kenyan stuff, we go for Kenyan matches and vitu kama hizo. Hit us up, manze. Tunataka kupiga something, tunataka kupiga content. If pia uko na ganji kiasi unataka kutu sponsor, unaweza tutumia tufanye 1 2 alafu tutakucredit hapo kwa whatever we are doing. Manze, we are thinking of doing something about the sports. Manze, sports ni tamu. Football, sports, even sports in general too in Kenya. It is very, very interesting. You should attend. You should at least attend. Even the sports pesa nini naongea vibaya hivyo. The sport pesa hizi vitu niko nazo kwa mdomo. Acha nizingoe. Siku hizi niko na artificial teeth. Nilianguka nikangoka meno zote. There is the sport pesa circuit. There is a rugby circuit whereby people even attend such. Some people also go to and watch horse races at race, because the season just started. I think it was on 7th, yeah, on 7th of September. The classics. Each and every race has its own name, and it's something someone you should go ahead and enjoy once. Whatever I was saying before, it's the sport Pesa circuit. That's for rugby. That one travels different places. You can either go to Nakuru. It can be in Mombasa. It can be in Machakos. Yeah, it is different. It goes to different places. It can be in Nairobi at Impala Grounds, the famous Impala Grounds. Yeah, yeah. Those are some of the events I know about sports. What other sport do I know about? Oh, they just concluded the basketball league, the National Basketball League. Shout out to uh, they're called what? The Nairobi City Thunders. They were able to win it second time in a row. One of these teams which are zimeanza unajua sorry inaweza kuwa tu narukia topics and whatever nazisema tu vile zina come in mind. Nairobi City Thunder, Kenya Police, the team that I am supporting in the Kenyan Premier League, right? My team, I support Kenya. Those are teams. The reason as to why they are becoming successful is because of the way they are becoming structured. For example, if you look at Nairobi City Thunder, they have a good sponsorship. They went to BAL. They were in BAL this year, obviously because they won the league last year, so they qualified to play. They played in BAL. BAL is the Basketball African League, which happens in Africa. It happens in Rwanda because it's the only place that has a good arena whereby it can happen. So they were there this year. They have good sponsorships. Their main sponsors, I think, are M-Kopa. It's a product by the Safaricom company, I think. They have different, like they have structures. They have a committee. They have like the company. It's like a company. It's structured like a company, and that's how I feel. And I think sports in Kenya should be, manze. It should be like there's a structure to it. It makes even everything go. It makes even like everything just to be structured and it runs smoothly. That's the same thing that's happening to Kenya Police. They have a very good structure. They have even sponsors have come aboard because of having a good structure. Right now they have a number of sponsors. Yeah, betting companies, yeah, even they are diverse. They have a sacco company sponsoring them. They have a betting company sponsoring them. They have an airline when they want to go for games, maybe let's say in Mombasa, or let's say outside the country, like the way they were in the CAF Confederations tournament, the league. Hey, the CAF League, the Champions League of Africa. They were in Tanzania, whereby they flew to Tanzania. You see, that's the structure we need in the Kenyan Football League. This one I may be attacking some teams, but I feel like there is Gor Mahia is the most successful team, but I don't feel like they have a structure. They always have a mishandling, something that just makes the team. It's a good team. I used to love Gor Mahia. Yeah, a lot. I still support it sometimes when they're playing against teams that I hate more, and I love going for their games because they're entertaining. Yeah, but I feel like there's some things in their structure that doesn't work, and that's why the success is, yes, they're successful. Hey, they are very successful, but there are some things that they do not have a good structure whereby it helps even sponsors come aboard. What supports Gor Mahia mostly it's their fans who I feel like even when there's no money in the team, like maybe they have a pay bill or something whereby they are able to send. I don't know, that's what I'm just insinuating, but I feel like if it's a sport pesa, yes, sport pesa is their sponsor. If they are able to it's called what, to get their structures right, that can be the best club in maybe even in Africa. They should be competing with teams like Yanga, a team like, for example, Yanga from South Africa, from Tanzania. Last year I saw a report whereby I was reading somewhere a report whereby they made a close to 15, almost, I think, I don't know, I may be wrong, 15 billion. No, it can't be 15 billion. $15 million in terms of revenue. Yeah, and the annual revenue was about $15 million. That's a lot, manze, in sports, manze. I think Young is the most successful team in terms of marketing and ad revenue. Like they are, even they have sponsors, and I think it's one of them and Simba. That's the only two teams that even it works in Tanzania. Acha tu ni digress kidogo. By the way, Tanzania people are very whatever. I was speaking about Chan. Naona sasa hata na lose train of thoughts na nikana piga tu story. Like sasa for example Chan, they fill stadiums. Younger, if there's a younger event like they had there was a younger national day. There was a Simba day, then there was Younger day 2 days after. Simba day, they filled the stadium. Younger day, they filled the stadium. But during a match tournament of Tanzania, the national team, the players did not fill the stadium. You see how biased they are. So I don't know, but they are more successful. They are very good. They are very successful clubs. They even bought one of our best players from us, Mohamed Bajaber, for $100,000 allegedly. I don't know, I'm not sure. I think so. I think I should do a more research on that. That's a lot of money. That's almost 10M. Yeah, so it's good business, man. And maybe, and Kenya police had even when they got him, I don't think they spent more than $1 million, Bob. So it's very good. It's very good business. Yeah, I feel like nimekuwa nikirukaruka tu kwa topics, but yeah, my point is, man, the sports in Kenya, that's the next thing, man. I think the way this content we should be utilized, man. We have a lot of content. Maybe I do a number of research, but it was just my point was like the structure. We need structures in our leagues. The Kenya Premier League started last week. This weekend, past weekend, whereby it's called right now. It's called the SportPesa League, and it started well. It started well. Yeah, that team that I don't love, but I don't hate. Gor Mahia was beaten. Yeah, another shocker was Tusker being beaten by Shaban, by KCB. Once I didn't expect that, but maybe it's because even KCB are becoming structured. Uh, Shabana. Shabana is a good team. I love Shabana's vibe. If Shabana's matches na bambanga tu, ukienda hadi game ya Shabana nini, hadi saizi they have come up with a rule whereby the fans must buy legit jerseys from them. By the way, if you're a person and you're looking for business idea, you can approach teams whereby they give you the tenders to be supplying their original jerseys and people can be buying from you. It's an idea me I can take place. When watanisikiza hii maybe watatumia hiyo idea, but hey, it's an idea hata mimi naweza fikiria ni vile tu capital kidogo. Lazima ukuje na an offer. It's business, so you must give them something. And yeah, but it's a good idea whereby you can be selling team jerseys. You can own a store. There are some stores which are doing that. Now pia tu few promo right now ni vile sina platform kubwa, but saizi naweza wataja tu kama vile East West, they are selling original jerseys. Even I want to buy a police jersey for myself. Yeah, man, like it's a good idea. Yeah, the league, but yeah, I was speaking about the league. The league is back, and it's called the SportPesa League, whereby I feel like they have been hiyo ni wizi, like SportPesa wamefanya sijui nini. I hope wataisikiza hii kama wanataka kunipea kazi, but hapo naona kama wamegonga Kenya, wamegonga FKF kidogo. Jua, how do you give the whole league in 10 years a deal worth 1 billion? Like in 10 years, that's like 100 million per year. Then you divide the 100 million between the 20 clubs. That is like, for example, between 20 clubs, that's like 500 Gs to each team. I heard somewhere that no, it's not like 5. It cannot be. And God's 22. It's like 20 teams. It's like 5 million. 5 billion, Bob. Sorry, each year to a team. That's like 300,000 per month. That's hata wages hazifiki hata haziwezi kuwa 300 bob ya team per month. If let's say for example players are earning like 100,000, it only pays 3 players. I don't know how their deal is. Maybe there is something else incentive that I do not know about. I am here to be corrected, but I don't feel like it is the best deal that the FKF could have gotten. I feel like even personally as clubs, for example like Gor Mahia is getting a better deal because they have signed a deal worth, I don't remember. I'm not sure, but I think it was something whereby they are getting almost about, it was like 80 million in 3 years. I don't know. I'm not sure. I do research, but it's something about like that. Either 80 million in 3 years or 80 million per year. Like 300M. Whereby they're getting like 80 million per year. or something like haiwezi kuwa 80 million a year. Inaweza kuwa 80 million a year kweli? Inaweza kuwa 80 million a year. Something like that. Like it's as a personal team, it's getting a better deal than how SportPesa is giving the league. I don't know. I don't know. Haikunifurahisha sana. I thought the league can do better. I wished the league could do better. But we hope that things will be better. Yeah. Something else. I don't know. I've talked for a while. I'll name this the Kenyan football lens. Support my guy, man. Support my guy, Sir Gola. He has a good podcast. He has a very good blog. He knows Kenyan football a lot. Manze, we will do something with him. We will be doing a lot of things with him in the coming future. Ni vile tu saizi vitu hazialign. Manze, kutafuta hii maisha, kutafuta imekuwa ngumu. Watu wako in different places, inakuwa ngumu, but we will do a lot of things in future. This is the reason as to why I've done this, is because first of all I am bored, and I think I have a lot of content which I should share with those who will listen. But otherwise it's been nice, manze. Listen to the podcast. I hope I will be uploading more and more. This one will maybe there's no editing that I'm doing. If I've said anything, maybe may whatever, ni sawa tu. But it's been nice, manze. Thank you for listening to me. This is manze. I think if he gives me the rights, we will call this the Kenyan football lens. We can do a podcast whereby we'll be digesting the Kenyan football, and like a Minnesota podcast, and we'll call it the Kenyan football lens. Whereby you can do something like that, but I need to get authority from you, obviously. Ni page ni something about him. Otherwise naona nimetumia kizungu mingi bana, hadi naongelea game ya mtaa, manze. Manze, to shop for games. Get a team. I was encouraging some my close friends to at least each and everyone to get a team. Support a Kenyan team. The same way kila mtu akona a European team. The Manchester United, for those who support the big team, Manchester United, and the rest to support the other teams. You should get a team from the Kenyan Premier League, even if it's not like football. Basically, it's a sport you love. Like you love watching. Maybe you love watching volleyball. I saw the volleyball team was in Qatar, or they were somewhere. They were playing the national something. You see, there's golf. There's hockey. I have a friend who plays hockey for their school team, and they were competing in a competition. Akafanya nikuwe curious about it, nikaanza kuuliza maswali, I want to. So naona sasa in each and every sport in Kenya, at least not each and every, like choose a sport whereby if it interests you, support it in the way you can. You go for their games. The tickets are not like expensive. If you go for a Kenyan game, it's like I think 300 bob ikienda sana. I'm at 200 bob sometimes. Support your team, and we will grow the Kenyan football, and it will create a lot of employment to us if the sports sector in the country grows. It will create a lot of employment to a lot of people, whereby a lot of things, the merchandises, the nini, the clubs, the facilitation, the structure, they'll need maybe accountants, they'll need people who are doing marketing, they'll need people who are doing, for example, it will be like a company. Like imagine each and every club being a company, whereby it has employed almost 300 to 500 or 1,000 people. It will create a lot of employment, and I feel like each and every club, each and every sport, if they are like that, it will be a lot, man. It will make us grow. It will make the country grow, and we should support. We should start small and support the sectors. Yeah. Otherwise, this monologue has been too long. Sikiadi mate imeisha, manzi. Otherwise, whenever this will come out, whenever if it will never come out, sorry for nobody will listen to it. But hata sijui nasema sorry. Hata sijui nasema sorry. Kwani mimi nimekata internet. But others have a good evening. Yeah. And we'll do more and more. The podcast will be back, manze. We should do the podcast, manze. I've missed talking. If I can talk alone for this long, I think I can do a podcast for longer. Manze, these days I'm just watching podcasts and supporting other podcasts. So yes, so support podcasts. They are the next big thing. And even listen to radio. You can listen to radio. Still love radio for me. Yeah. Otherwise, have a good evening, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, wherever you'll be listening to this to. This is the 98.5. Hiyo nimeiba. Hiyo nitaweza kujiwa. Pole. This is the 100% podcast. Let's Get Sober Sportscast. But yeah, good day. Adios.